Hello everyone, today we'll see how we can automate API using Postman and execute those Postman collection using Newman and Jenkins integration. So for the demo purpose I have created a small application which will list down the movie's name along with the description of it and ratings. So this application consists of 4 APIs which is created in Spring Boot. Okay, so let's go to our Postman. So as I have already created my collections and added all the 4 requests into it and along with the test cases. So to create a collection you just need to click on the create collection, provide a name to your collection and click on create button. Okay, so this will create a blank collection, and to add a test cases or add a request into it, just click on the 3 dots, add a request, and this will add a blank request and provide a name to your request and save it to your collections. So 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 your added request will be listed on in this collections on your newly created collections. Okay, so I'll walk you through this what this each request does. So this will fetch all the movies name along with the descriptions. So we'll execute this, and this is how it will look like. It will list down all the movies name in the JSON array. Okay, so in the test field you can add your test cases. This is the JavaScript callback functions. So as Postman provide you with the test cases, predefined test cases, which you can add it to your test. So the simple is just you need to click on your on the particular snippet, and this will give you the dummy code, and now you can modify your code as per your requirement. So right now this is testing it for the status code. So as I've already added, so I won't be adding this one. Okay, so this is my first request, and this consists of verifying the status code of it, and this is my the second request, which is verifying the status code. So right now in this test case I am intentionally making it fail by verifying it the 201. Okay, and the second test I am verifying the specific movie name which is available in the response JSON, and this and in the third test I am verifying the status code and along with the specific text that to be verified with the response JSON. Okay, and in the fourth test I am verifying the content of my JSON, like movie ID, user ID, that is to be fetched from response JSON. So you can test your JavaScript callback function using Postman terminal. Okay, so I have already executed this test cases, so I'll show you that this is our response JSON, and this is the request parameters, response headers, request headers, response body. Okay, and this is our arrays, response array. Okay, so let's execute this collection using Newman. So to fetch the collection I will just click on 3 dots and export our collection. Okay, as you can see our collection is successfully exported. Okay, so for executing our collection using Newman you need to have node installed into your system. Okay, and npm package. Right now I'll show you what version of node I am using for this demo. Version and node package manager. Okay, to install Newman, you have to execute the command npm install mm, -g Newman. Okay, so this will install Newman into your system. So I won't be executing this command as I have already installed Newman. So I'll show you what version of Newman I'm using for this demo. Newman version. Okay, so this is the same package where I have exported my collection. So I'll be executing the command to run the uh, testing, automation testing using Newman. The command is Newman run API run collection. So it will execute your collection. As our collection consists of 4 test cases, 4 requests, and these are the test cases that has been verified by executed by Newman. So we have intentionally made one test case fail, so it has listed on in the fail column. Okay, so this is the console output of your test case execution. Okay, so Newman supports different format like HTML report. You can export JSON report and JUnit report. Okay, so I'll show you the HTML report, how it is exported. Okay, so for this I have already created a command. So this is our earlier command that we have executed. Newman run and the collection. So I'll append this reporting command, that how the report has been exported. Okay, so this reporter will extract our CLI, which is we have seen earlier, JUnit and HTML report. So this is the path where it will get exported. So we'll change the path right now. Okay, so this will be our command. So let's execute this command. So this is what we have seen earlier, that console output of our Newman command, execution command, and our folder, our report is been generated. That this is our HTML, that XML report, and this is our HTML report. I'll open this HTML report, and this is how it looks. So this is the summary part of it. Okay, you can change the header part of your HTML report. Okay, and this is the full total number of test cases which has been executed, and this is our second test case which got failed. Okay, the failed test cases, the assertion for the status code was failed. Okay, so this is how we can execute our API collection using Newman. But problem is this, in that whenever you make a change, you have to again export your collection and provided your teammate if they want to run, or you want to run your API testings. So this required a human intervention. So we'll see the other approach that we'll use Postman API to fetch our collection. So we'll close this HTML report. So Newman has provided some that documentation that how you can create your API collection URL, and that can be consumed by our Newman command and execute our automation. So to create our API collection URL, you have to first create generate API key. So click on this. So navigate to your workspace, as I have already logged into my application. So this will list on my workspace. So in workspace, if I go to my workspace, I can get my all collections, and this is the collection which I have created, and this is my rest of the collections. Okay, now to generate API key, go to the integration tab. So first time user will land into your browse integration tab. So where you can select your Postman API, and it will get added to your workspace integration. As I have already added to it, so it will directly list on under workspace integration. So we'll go to a Postman API. Okay, so this is my earlier API key. So to create an API key, just click on API key, generate API key, provide name to your API key, and generate your API key. Okay, as it is generated, so now I will go to our Postman to fetch our collection ID first. So go to a Postman, click on new request, and I will replace that API key variable with the actual API key. Copy this and paste. We'll execute this. So it will list down all the collection in a JSON array, and now we'll search for the collection which has been created and in which we have added our request. So this is my collection API automation. Okay, this is API automation, this is my collection name, and this is the ID to fetch the collection JSON of this collection. Okay, so now we'll again go back to our Newman documentation where it says UID, but I didn't we fetched it by ID, but never checked it with the UID. So we'll copy this command and go to our new tab, add our API key first. Okay, now in our previous request we got this ID of our collection. Okay, so we'll replace this UDID with the ID, actual ID, UDID variable with actual ID, and execute this. So okay, so this will list down of collection which we have created. So this consists of contains that our test cases and request. Every request has been maintained over here, what kind of request it is. This is the get request to fetching the movie with the ID. It's test cases. Okay, now this is our rating data with the ID. Okay, so we'll use this URL to execute our automation. We'll clear this first. Okay, now this was our original command where we have uh, executed our automation using API collection. So now we'll replace that JSON with this URL. Okay, okay, I'll will run this. So we'll first will delete that existing report so it won't create any confusion. Okay, so this is how it looks. This is the same which the same result has been populated, as we have not made any changes to our test cases. But benefit of this is that you do not need to export your collection every time when you make a change in your test cases or you add any new request to it. So whenever a new request has been added, so by using this, it will execute with the new instances. Every collection is just like a snapshot of the instance. Okay, so now we'll integrate our API automation with Jenkins. So we'll go to our Jenkins. So I have already installed, and these are my pre-existing jobs which has been created. So for this we'll go through with the process and we'll create a new jobs. So new item, sorry for this. Okay, new item, provide a name. So as I've already provided to it, demo underscore REST API automation. Will create a freestyle project. Okay, so now our job has been created. Jenkins job has been created, that what we have created in the previous page. So now we'll go to the build tab. You can scroll or you can directly go to the build tab. Okay, so in this build tab we'll be executing the Windows batch command. So we'll add this. So in our batch command we'll provide our that Newman command. Okay, we'll change the folder name Newman. Okay, we'll apply and save. Okay, now I'll execute our build. Right now I have not scheduled this build, but you can schedule that. So this is how our execution has been triggered. So as our test case is one test case is failing, so that's why it's denoted by the red ball icon. Okay, this is our last build and this is our console output. So the Jenkins is not giving the output in the formatized way, but you can check it from here that this was our execution that has been triggered, execution report. Okay, I'll go back to our project and we'll now I'll add that post build action where we'll add our HTML and XML report, JUnit report. So, okay, So in post build action, you'll see the option called publish HTML, and these are the plugins that need to be installed in your Jenkins. uh, Go to your manage Jenkins option, and you can fetch the specific plugin which you want to install. So I have already installed this HTML report and JUnit report plugin, so it is listed on after clicking on this button, add post build action. So okay, we'll add our HTML report into it, path into it. So this is our the directory name, and this is our report. So we replace this. Okay, and similarly for JUnit report, I will add JUnit, and we'll provide the path of our JUnit XML. So JUnit report and provide the XML path. Okay, we'll apply, save, and we'll trigger execution. Okay, now this is our latest execution, and this shows that our one test case is failed. Okay, so we'll go to this, and this is how it will look, that our test case is failed. Okay, and we'll go back to our project, and we'll see for the HTML report, and this is how our HTML report will look like. Okay, so we'll execute one more time. Okay, so we'll go to our last build, test route, and this is our collection name, and this is our test case listed out, that what are the test case is been executed. Okay, so we'll go back to our project, and this is our workspace which is been added. So this is the folder and directory name that we have provided in our build tab. Go to our build tab, and this will consist of our HTML and XML report, JUnit report. Okay, so this is our JUnit report. Just give you the source code of our HTML page. Okay, so this is how it looks after execution through Jenkins. We'll go to our project. So give it a try, execute your build for multiple times. The purpose is to say that you'll get an HTML trend that I have already executed in my previous project. So I'll show you what kind of trend it looks like. So we'll go to our this REST API demo, and it will show you that HTML trend is been displayed on your project dashboard. So the same thing which we have seen our this HTML report is already we have seen our in last project, in last job which has been created. So so the purpose to tell you that if you execute multiple times, your execution has been triggered multiple times, so you can see a trend of your executions. So right now it's not executed because we haven't executed for many times. Okay, now it's displaying REST API demo. Oh no, this is the old one. Sorry. It's okay. No, it's not displaying. But give it a try. So you'll learn something new. Okay. Thank you.